Hi boys and girls. We are going to learn about another new sound today, and today it is the long A sound. I'm going to start with a story like I usually do, and this story is called The Story of Abe the Skating Hare. We all know what a hare is. A hare is another name for a rabbit. On foot, Abe was the fastest hare alive. The only foot race Abe ever lost was that famous one with the tortoise, and after that, Abe never again stopped to rest during a race. But because Abe was so fast, the other animals soon refused to race him. Without competition, Abe became lonely and bored. So Abe decided to find a way to race that was more fair. First, Abe looked up at the sky and thought about racing airplanes, but then Abe remembered that he was afraid of heights. Abe looked across the bay and considered racing sailboats, but Abe remembered that he couldn't swim and Abe was afraid of the water. Abe looked down the street and thought about racing cars, but race cars were so noisy that they hurt Abe's big ears. Finally, Abe noticed a girl named Kate gliding gracefully around the bay on skates. Abe liked the clickety-clackety sound of the skates, so he decided to try racing on roller skates. When Abe first tried to skate, he fell down and landed on his fluffy cotton tail. But after only 8 days of practice, Abe could skate all the way around the bay and wave to his friends without falling down once. When Abe challenged Kate to a race on skates, Kate said, "Great." It was the first close race that Abe had ever been in, unless you count the time he went to sleep. When Kate crossed the finish line ahead of Abe, you might think Abe was sad, but he really felt quite glad. For Abe had won the most wonderful prize of all. You see, Abe and Kate became best friends, and winning a friend is better than winning a race any day. Okay, now we're going to learn a new song, and I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I've never learned this song, so this might be a little bit silly, but...
Well, yes, and sometimes when these songs are towards the end of the year, we don't get as much practice with them, so sometimes they're newer to me as well. But it goes like this. To the bay, and a bay is like kind of like a lake. So
oh, wait, stop. Oh, we didn't show them what the sign or the signal was for long.
Sorry.
Okay.
So action for long A is like a skate, So we just put like, this is your wheel, and then this is your skate. I know it's kind of funny. And you just go like this, A, like that. So it's like his roller skate, Abe's roller skate, A. All right.
Okay.
So to the bay, and then we go Abe, and he's the rabbit. So Abe will skate. Abe will wake and not be late. And this is the fun part. If you can snap your fingers, you go, hear the click-clack of his skates rolling to the bay. This gray hare will skate today. And then we get our letters in. So we go A and E, spell long A. They spell A in Abe and skate. And A-I, there we go, A-I spells A in Abe's cotton tail. The word tail has A-I in it. And A-Y, ready?
Yeah.
A-Y spells long A in bay. And then you go, whoo, we did it. And when we're done singing this song, we're also going to review Sing Old Joe Crow, because then we're going to do 6 words that have both the long O and the long A in them.
Okay, here we go.
Ready with your bay.
To the bay, Abe will skate. Abe will wake and not be late. Hear the click-clack of his skates rolling to the bay. This gray hare will skate today.
Here we go.
A and E spell long A. They spell A in Abe and skate. And A-I spells A in his cottontail. A-Y spells long A in bay.
Perfect. We're going to review sing Old Joe Crow next, and then we will finish with our 6 words today. All right, if you remember, Old Joe Crow is that long O sound. So here we go. Old Joe Crow, he will row.
Old Joe Crow, he will row. Joe will row and not be slow. With each stroke of his oar, Joe rows his rowboat home. Old Joe Crow is rowing home.
O and E.
O and E spells long O. They spell O in Joe and home, and O-W spells O in Joe and Crow. O-A spells long O in boat.
And if you make mistakes like Miss McLeod and I, everybody makes mistakes.
Okay.
Just laugh about it and move on. All right, we're going to get 6 boxes ready for our words. So you need to have a page from your phonographics book ready with 6 boxes. And your first code is either going to have long A or long O. And your first code looks like this. It's dot, dot, line, dot. All right, and the word is brain. Whoa, long one, I know. Here we go. B-r-ain. Brain. Again. B-r-ain. Brain. So, when I stretch it out, it's going to look like this. B. What do you think? B. B. B.
Good job. That's B.
We have the R next. Brr. What's this? A. Well, I know it could be A-Y. It could be A-I. It could be A-E. This time, guys, it's A-I. Brain. And that last sound is N. Brain.
Good job. Okay, I will do the next one. Our code for the next one is dot, 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 line. Okay, the signs for this one, actions,
Yeah.
sorry, are you ready? S, P, R, A. One more time. S, P, R, A. Okay, well, I know this, and I know this, and I know this. And you know what, Mrs. Harvey? When I look at these 3, I definitely know that a word doesn't end in I usually like that. So I know it's not that one. And obviously there are lots of words that end in E, but I think this one is an AY.
Yeah, usually when we say A-Y, we see it a lot of the time at the end of our words, like play and say and day.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, the next word, boys and girls, is a dot, line, dot, dot. And the word is board, as in I'm going to cut my meat on my cutting board. All right, so it goes like this. B-ord. Oof, ready? B-ord.
Do you want me to write the long O
it
sounds
has long
for you?
O in
Okay.
there. So I know it starts with a B. I'm going to write that. So B, and then we've got O. So I'm going to see what they could be. Well, I know it doesn't have an L in it, that's for sure. B, O,
And I'm missing one. Don't tell me.
O-W.
Oh,
sorry, I did tell you.
Here we go.
All right. When I look at those, I think. Were you gonna give me? It can't
Okay,
be a bumpery.
I know, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
tell you. I was going to give you a hint.
And so it can't be a bumpery. Do you know what? When I look at it, I think I have seen this word before, so I know this time it's an O-A. Board. And I know I'm gonna make sure that D has a diaper, because the B has a belly, right, guys?
Good job.
All right, so there's the word board.
Okay, number 4 is the word phone. This is a tricky one. Hopefully I do this right. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Haven't lost it.
I don't know if we've talked about
I
that
know.
sound. So
I know.
yeah.
So, boys and girls, I know grade 2s, maybe you will be super awesome at this one. So, the sound f is usually an F, like Finn the fish.
Mhm.
But there are 2 letters that we can put together that also make that f sound. If you know, tell yourself now. I bet you lots of you know if you just really think about it. Try and guess which 2 letters make that F sound, but not an F. We haven't talked about that.
I don't think so.
No.
If you were thinking of PH, you are right. So that PH can make that sound, and it does in the word phone.
So, Mrs. Harvey's saying this is a pretty easy one for me because we kind of just told them about that PH,
Mm-hmm.
and I know right away when I see that smiley, it's going to be a bumper E, and I know when I say O, that I need an N there somewhere,
So-
and I fill in my bumper E,
Perfect.
and there we go.
There's the word phone.
Yeah.
All right.
See, spelling can be easier than you think sometimes.
So if I use that same thinking, I'm going to do this word, dot, bumper E, and there's your code. So pause me now if you need to write the code. And then the word is flame. O, aim. Ready again?
Oh man.
Aim. So I know it's not going to be the PH because it's just a dot for that sound. So I know it's an F. And I went full. So there was that L there. A. So I know it's A and I know it's a bumper E. So what's this? Flame. Well, it's an M.
Good job.
Again, I used what I knew and I just did the same tip Miss McLeod gave.
The code gives us a really big clue when we're
It does,
spelling. So,
yeah.
okay, last word is
And for moms and dads, that's why we do our secret codes, just to give that support there for them.
right, or is it one
Mhm.
line? Okay. Dot line. This word is G R O. G R O. Well, I know that G is a G. And I know that is an R. And if I look at my O's, I know it can't be a bumper E because the code wouldn't match. I know that it doesn't end in an A. That would be, and it's not an OL. I think it's OW this time.
She's right. All right, boys and girls, you've written your 6 words for phonographics today. Anything else you need to tell them to do, Miss McLeod?
Grade 2s, you can check in your sound pictures book for some more long O sounds or pages. I know that there are a lot of them in there, and you can do that as an extension. Or if you're feeling like you really want to do lots of work today, you can change these words. You can change the vowel sounds and make new words if you want.
And I think too, grade 1s, we are getting to the end, and if we haven't done a lot of work in your green phonics books, you could go ahead and work through some of that now. So if there's something you want to do in that book today, you can. It's not a have to, but I'm just kind of letting you do that now, because as we're getting to the end of these lessons, it'll be okay if you do some extra pages. Yeah, all right. Thanks, guys.
See ya.